La-di-da. What a career.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah, I do. I do.
It's so hilarious.
What's hilarious about it?
Oh, just everything. Like some of the clothes I'm wearing, how hard it is to look at myself.
Yeah, but you like wearing clothes, and you like finding something that sort of is you.
Yeah, oh, well, I do, yeah, as you can tell. I'm still doing it. Still
But,
carting it around.
Now, what about the hat? There was a hat here last
Special
time.
hat.
What is-
Did I wear a hat last
Yes,
time?
you did. Thank you very much.
Let me tell you something.
Tell me something.
It's
Please tell me
journey
something.
toward framing that head.
Is that what it's about?
I talk about that in my book, that
Yeah.
my face was always, a process. It was a process that I had to work on.
Yeah.
But, there's only so much work you can do.
You wrote a book?
I did. I wrote a book.
Before we talk about the book,
Yeah,
and this
fine.
really amazing mother you had, and all the things
Yeah.
that she wrote,
Yes.
which make it whole interesting.
Yeah.
When you look back, please, for a moment,
Yeah.
do you regret at all that you didn't do more?
I mean, haven't we seen enough of me?
No.
I would say I've done a lot.
Did you? Well,
Well,
of
you
course.
would consider what I am.
What are you?
I was an ordinary girl. I was an ordinary woman, but I had an enormous amount of will.
Yeah.
That my mother gave me that will, and I think I've done a lot with
Is
what I've
ordinary-
got. I mean, don't you look at me and go, okay, her. Sure you do. I mean, I've got a big personality, but
Yeah,
that's about it.
You think that's it, huh?
Well, yeah, but I work hard, but I have, I'm limited. I'm limited at best.
What do you regret?
Well, I really regret that I didn't say to my mother many things that I wish I had, that I had said to her face, that
Well,
I wish
tell me
that she
now
had.
what you would say to her.
I would say to her, if I told you how much I loved you, would you feel better about who you are? That's something I would have said to her.
Because she didn't become what she could have become.
This is true. She did not become what she could have become, but mainly not that she didn't feel good about who she was. It's not
because
what
she was
became,
not what she could be.
not what she hoped she could be.
Well, could have been.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The love of your life.
Yes, the love of my life. Well, of course.
Well, you say, of course.
Well, for me, it is.
I mean, you've had loves.
Those loves were, wonderful temporary experiences. Right. They were not lasting. They didn't. I wasn't really a person who could really accept that kind of intimacy and grow from it and give to it. I was still kind of attached to my expectations, and so that makes me that kind of person.
Of the relationships?
Not of the relationships, of for myself. I say it in the book, I kind of knew early on that I had to make a deal with the devil, and the deal was, do I really want to pursue my goals? Because I saw that my mother wasn't able to pursue her goals while being married and a mother.
Ah,
Do you see what I mean?
Because your mother was married and a mother, she did not
pursue her goals to the extent that she could have, yes.
And so therefore you could never be in a committed relationship
I think,
of enduring quality, because it would mean you would not be able to pursue your goals.
Well, and it's also the kind of people I chose that would not allow me to kind of find myself in the experience that you're talking about. I picked the extraordinary people. I think it takes a certain kind of person. Did you pick them or they pick you? It depended. One, I would say that I picked one and I really pursued it. No, two, maybe three. Maybe three.
Which is it?
All of them. I picked them.
Okay, so let's go through them.
I had dreams of them before.
You had dreams of?
Of them before I knew them, almost, except for Al. I never had a dream of Al because I'd never met him. I'd never seen him perform. I'd heard of him. But, of course, I saw Warren and I saw Woody before I knew them. I had opinions about them.
When they came calling, you were ready?
Yes, of course. I mean, I saw Warren in Splendor in the Grass when I was working at the Broadway Theater in Santa Ana, California, in a high school.
Some say the most handsome man alive.
I mean, he was breathtaking. He was to die for. That's what he was. And I think all girls at that time felt that. All high school girls looking at Warren Beatty. I mean, the age difference wasn't that much, but the difference between the life. I mean, I think he's maybe about 9 years older than me. That's all.
So when he came, I mean, you were easy.
No, I wasn't easy. No, it's like, I mean, come on, Charlie. Let's give me a break here. What do you think I am? No, I wasn't easy, but I was infatuated by him, of course.
I love the story.
Yeah.
He knows that you're nervous about flying.
Yeah, that was a great story.
You're going from L.A. to New York. Mm-hmm. He gets on the plane, holds your hand, flies 5 hours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Plane lands? says you can be okay, kisses you goodbye,
Yeah.
turns around, goes to the next flight flying back to L.A. That is Warren Beatty.
Oh, no,
right
I know.
there.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
him.
Yeah, that's
He will.
him. That's an aspect of Warren.
It is.
It's a beautiful aspect, and I think it's something to fall in love with. It's so romantic.
There's nothing I won't do just to be next to you.
Odd thing to say, but it's completely enchanting to feel someone say that to you.
It is indeed.
Oh,
isn't it?
God, yeah, I'm a girl.
Yeah, and Woody?
Woody wasn't like that at all.
What was Woody like? You wanted to meet him, though. He was extraordinary. You loved him.
Oh, of course, and I still love him.
Yeah.
But Woody, no. Woody was we were friends for a long time because we were in that play together, Play It Again, Sam. I got cast in Play It Again, Sam.
Right.
And so I had to really work the room with him. He had to really get used to me, get to know me. And when I became this person who he couldn't get rid of, I think he sort of finally said, okay, I kind of like her. In spite of everything, she's there, and I was a good audience.
Back to Mom.
Yeah.
Tell me what she was like.
Well, here's what Mother was: she was an extraordinary listener. She was a very active listener. She was somebody who didn't make judgment calls. She just let you go,
right.
So it was like, in a way, she was a person who really did teach me how to think, because I could grapple with my thoughts, and I remember I had all kinds of problems. I wasn't cast by Mr. Kenny Aiken, and he was Mr. Music of Orange County in a role in Raggedy Ann. This was a tragedy. You don't understand. You're not looking like you feel the tragedy.
Well,
you're not my mother.
No,
you're
I'm not.
You didn't turn out to see. No. But she would sit there, and she would be so concerned, and so sympathetic, but also encouraging, and saying, don't let that get to you. You go ahead and you pursue what you want, Diane, and think it through. Maybe he isn't, right for you, or maybe this is what she was. And she was that way with my sisters, Randy, Robin, and Dory, and she was a remarkable mother in that regard, and very modern for the time.
And wanted everything for you.
For all of us, yes, absolutely.
I'm looking at these pictures in here. What is this?
That's a pile of her journals.
She wrote
85
that's
journals.
my point. So she wrote.
She wrote all the time.
And so you looked at those and read them and wrote at the same time.
Here's what happened: is that when I was, when she was alive, I came across one of her journals and I started to read it, and I read something that was very upsetting to me, and I decided that I didn't really want to read my mother's journals anymore. It was too much for me to deal with, so I put them aside and I never read them. But when I had the idea that I might write a book, of course, it was a great excuse for me to have to read my mother's journals. So really, this book is really an editing job more than anything else, and contrasting her words with mine, because I kept journals too, and letters. And the thing that I like about using other people's voices is that it just, the flavor of her voice when she was young versus her voice as she got older, and this became her cathartic experience, was to write alone. And that was really her personal, everything was there on the page. She didn't have an analyst to talk to.
So was this in any way a cathartic experience for you?
It was a cathartic experience for me to read my mother's words. That was the cathartic experience. And that was very upsetting and sad, because I can't bring her back. And that's why I called it Then Again, because sometimes I would be so involved. Look, I'm an actress, right? I got a lot of feelings. I like emotions. I want to feel them. I want to experience things. So I would read this, and it just was, sometimes I just felt like I was almost there with her, then. And then again I was there.
So it would take you back.
Yes, but in this way that I could almost recreate the scene. This is what actors do. You put yourself in these situations and you go there, and for whatever it's worth, it's one of those extraordinary experiences. That's why kissing Jack in Something's Gotta Give was so, powerful to me, because it was like, as a 57-year-old woman, I got to play a woman my age who was falling in love, seriously in love, for the first time in her life. And it was just, I didn't know what to do with it. So I'd be with him, and then I had to have that first kiss, not the one that you just screened, where I grab him and I take him in my hands and I just kiss him as hard as. Now, can you imagine doing that with Jack Nicholson? No, not in real life. But when it's a fictional piece, come on. It's great. It's so exciting. It's thrilling. Love is thrilling. It's just the most thrilling thing in life. And so to remember my mother and to have her words there and to feel for her in these situations and, I don't know.
Yeah, but I think I heard you say earlier, come back to your mother, I think I heard you say earlier in this conversation, you just said love is the most thrilling thing in the world.
Yeah.
But in a sense, you've limited your...
Yeah, I know. It's
because
limited.
of the career thing.
Well, that's what these movie roles are. It's a career thing, but what's fun about it is that it's an intimate choice that's safe. You know, to play these roles, you're playing it within the context of the story. And that is a safe world. And so acting was always kind of this wonderful way to let go and just kind of explore anger and love and laughter with Woody and being insecure and all these things. It was just amazing. Okay,
read me something.
No, oh really?
Yeah, oh really?
Oh, no.
I insist. You brought it here to read. And I want you to.
No, but I wanted to do it only if it came out of something we were talking about. I didn't want to have to force you to hear, you know, whatever. Okay, I'm going to tell you. Get your hands off it. I'm going to have to hit you. Okay, I'll read something. Okay, here's a different voice. Look, you know, my mom.
Yes.
No, I'll tell you, you know, I was a bad student, right? I was a C- student, and I was in dumbbell English, right? Mm-hmm. And the teachers were very concerned about me, you know, and then they took a nationwide test, right, about your intelligence. I'm sure that this was in the 50s, naturally, the late 50s. And, you know, I scored high in one subject, and I was so excited about this, and I didn't know what to do, but I didn't understand what it was. And the subject was something called abstract reasoning. And so I went home to my mom, and I say, I scored really high in abstract reasoning. What is it? And she said that it was the ability to analyze information and solve problems on a thought-based level. And so I thought...
Smart mom.
Yeah, she was smart. She was very smart. But anyway, but in the meantime, you know, that didn't help with my English. So the teachers suggested that I receive a diary from my mother. So my mother, never being really a stickler for anything like education, she was far more interested in my aspirations. For example, if I was going to try out for the talent show with All I Want for Christmas Is My Two Front Teeth, it was her idea that I black out my teeth, right? Mm-hmm. So she had many, many thoughts on the creative level, but in a practical way, like actually knowing, you know, a proper noun from a common noun, she was no help at all. So she gave me this diary, and this is an excerpt from one of my diaries. So, and the only reason I'm reading this is because you have to understand there's a lot of voices. I got permission from Woody, Warren, and Al to use some of their letters or things that they sent to me. I used whatever I could get from my father, my Grammy Hall. I really tried to mix my life in with all these voices. So this is a voice of mine when I was too old to be writing like this. Do you understand?
I do. I can't wait.
So I know it's breathtaking. So I say, Dear Diary, today I went downtown with Virginia Odeneth and Pat Amthor, and all they did was talk about each other. Plus, Pat told Virginia I like Larry Blair, and I cannot stand one thing about her or her big fat mouth. And then, of course, Virginia couldn't wait to tell me that Larry likes Janine Seton. Well, you know what? He can just have her. And not only that, some person predicted the world would end tomorrow, and I got a D on my algebra test. So that gives you an idea of the kind of person I was. Do you see? And yet at the same time, when I was a 6-month-old child, like a baby, my mother was kind of talking like a person out of an Andy Hardy movie, you know, like the kind of language that she was this was a letter to my dad, and she said, I love you as much as I can, and if I looked the whole world over, I couldn't see anyone but you, because no one could ever make me feel any happier than you always have and always will.
She said that about Jack Hall.
That's what she said when she was 24. So she changed, and of course I changed, and people changed, and so some of these little things in there, I think, give flavor to, you know, how we all change in the course of life and how we express and use language. And so that's interesting to me.
You said, quote, I was an ordinary girl who became an ordinary woman with one exception.
Yeah.
Mother gave me extraordinary will.
Yes, she did. Yeah, she did. Look at me. I'm sitting here talking to you, Charlie Rose.
There you go.
And that's it.
And have lived this remarkable life.
Well,
it's true. Do you look at Annie Hall as it was you at that time in your life?
I think there are, aspects. I mean, I can still, fumble around with words, and I think that what was interesting about Annie Hall was how Woody captured the language of me at that time in my life and knew how to write it. And that's really unusual, to capture like somebody who's basically inarticulate. I became famous for being an inarticulate woman. And so that's not hard for me to go, well, yeah, and whatever sure, I don't know, maybe it could be. I mean, I could still do it, because it really is easy for me just to fumble.
No,
well, I'm groping my way through.
Well, but is it that, or is it that it gives you a protective color? I mean, it gives you a place.
It gives me a protective color.
Well, in a sense, it's something you know how to do well, and it's attractive, and it's kind of beguiling, and you can sort of fumble even though you don't have to fumble.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. But I don't think I fumble as much. Do you think?
No.
Am I fumbling?
Well, you have a certain...
Charlie, you're going to be critical of me?
No, I'm not.
I'm going to go home and
I
cry.
Promise you're not. But you have self-deprecation down to an art.
Today, too?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, I'm not a psychoanalyst, so I shouldn't be doing this, should I?
It's okay. You can do whatever you want. It's fine.
Yeah. You did say that your mother continues to be the most important influence in your life.
There's no question.
Because you've got all this.
Yes.
You not only have the life, you have these things, all those things that continue to be,
Yeah. I believe that documentation is key. And my mother says it. She says everyone should write an autobiography in some form or another. Why not?
Now, does anything you wanted to do you didn't do?
Oh, no. There's so many things I
like
want to
what?
do. Well, first of all, I have a... Don't laugh.
I'm not.
Well, I have a product line at Bed Bath & Beyond. I do! Now you're laughing, see? Now that's not right.
No, it's not.
No, but I'm proud of this.
I'm sorry, I am too. I
totally
wish I had a
proud.
product line.
Because I
wish I had a product line at Bed Bath & Beyond.
Well,
What's
we can
yours?
do one.
What's yours?
Well, I've designed beds. I want you to go there at certain select Bed Bath, and I want you to buy one of my beds.
Okay.
I did 3 different kinds of beds.
Why would it feel different than any other bed?
Because of the way it's designed, the way it looks.
Okay, but explain it to me then. Don't just say because it's designed well.
If you had told me that I was going to have this and I was going to be speaking about, I have a brochure.
You have pictures?
Of course I do. Of course. Yeah. I designed dinnerware.
Do you really?
Uh-huh.
Now, why do you do all this?
Because I love it.
Because
I love
it,
design.
or because it just one more way to make money?
No,
so you can buy more houses and redo them?
Well, first of all, no. Wrong again.
Wrong again.
No. Look, I love design. Can't you tell? I'm totally a visual person because of my mother.
And you have a...
I talk about that in the book.
You do.
And we should go into it.
No, we shouldn't.
No, I know. We're not going to. Believe me, we won't.
Go there for sure.
Yes.
But you have a look. I mean, you have on a hat.
What's wrong with that?
This is a television show.
Don't you think
You're
it's
covering
nice?
up your face.
No, I'm not. You can see enough of it.
No, we can't.
There's plenty there.
Take that hat off, girl.
You want to spread
Take that hat off, girl.
You're like Dick Smith.
Who is Dick Smith?
Dick Smith was a makeup artist in The Godfather, and he hated hats.
Oh,
and
yeah,
he hated Marlon Brando and the
right.
hats, and he used to say, "What are you wearing that hat for?"
Yeah. So what are you wearing that hat for?
I'm wearing it because I think it looks good and it frames my head. And, that's what I thought.
And you know what? If you think that,
I feel good.
And if you think that, and if you feel good...
But now you've destroyed it. I'll never wear a hat again.
No, you won't. You will wear the hat wherever you go tonight. You don't need to go to a shrink. You can just come here to this table.
Oh, I can talk. Oh, yeah, good. Well, have me back. I'll come. I really have a lot to say.
Okay, but here's the other thing about you, authenticity. You get a feeling that this is you. What you see is what you get.
Yeah, I'm afraid
Not true or true?
Pretty much true, wouldn't you say? I mean, I don't know.
So when they said you were a hippier Katharine Hepburn, what did you say? Hippier?
I think Katharine Hepburn was elegant and of her time.
And you were elegant and of your time?
Not elegant. I would not call me elegant. No. I wouldn't go there.
Next year you're doing what are you doing next year? You're doing this thing called Darling Companion.
Mm-hmm. And then I have another movie.
Eric has done a new movie with Robert De Niro. Mm-hmm. What's that called?
The Big Wedding. I know. I'm the wife. I'm Robert De Niro's wife. I'm fun.
You are fun. Now look at this. How great a picture is this? Now how perfect is that picture?
Dewey Nicks took that picture. Yeah, it's a great picture.
That's a picture. I mean, that is a picture.
Yeah.
That's you. You look at that and you say, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you?
I do.
You've done a good thing for your mother. Look at this picture.
Thank you. Oh, look at her.
You have done a good thing for your mom.
She deserves every bit of it. I wish she were here.
I do too.
Charlie,
See the two together.
Thank you so much for having me.